So I wanted to make a video, guys, on the importance of rest, so you don't burn out when you're working through your anxieties and your fears and you're building your confidence, especially with social anxiety in this area. Some clients I've been working with at the moment on a 6 weeks program, I've told them about this and they've agreed. They've realised that although it's really important to push yourself and go out and socialize and face your fears. You got to do that if you want to improve. There's no other way. There is a balance between knowing when your body needs a rest mentally and emotionally. And I will say this, and I used to say it a lot, when people would apply for my coaching, they've never done it before, and they might underestimate how challenging it is. I'm not saying every session, but generally when you're new, and you do a coaching session and you go out and speak to people and face your fears, or, we sit down and do some life coaching. I've always done that with clients, and you work through your fears and you talk about your goals. It's exhausting if you're not used to it. It's tiring for me, especially when you're doing it every week, if you're doing a long-term program. And obviously I give my clients homework. A lot of my clients, they do coaching sessions with me, then they go to social events, they go gym, they work on fears all around in life in general. Facing fear is exhausting because biologically, when you're facing your fears, your adrenaline's being triggered, your fight or flight, all your biology. So your nervous system's working, and then on a mental side, psychologically, it's mentally draining. I'm not saying it's always like that. Of course, it's not. But generally, at the earlier stages, when you're first breaking out your shyness, talking to people, taking action, whatever you're putting your energy into. Just fear in general, public speaking, all these things, all these fear-busting things, they're going to place some stress on the body. I don't know how fit you are, what age you are. So intelligently, and I've learned from experience, please try and learn from my mistakes. If you don't take a rest at some point, and I'm not saying 6 months, no, I'm talking like you take 2 days out and you come away from anxiety, social anxiety, busting your fears, or you just have a break and just be, have a nice time, whatever you do, relax, swimming or movie, or just chill out, or spend time with family or on your own, whatever, park, go for a walk in the park. When you rest, you're going to grow stronger, because you can cause mental health problems. You can make it worse by burning out. I did it. I've done this. Many entrepreneurs have, where I didn't know where the line was. When I got into teaching, I just teach everyone. I'll do like 3 clients a day, 7 days a week, then come back, do YouTube, and then, with my girlfriend, friends, seminars, and then eventually it took a while. My body couldn't take it. I broke down. It might have played a part in my breakdown. So trying to prevent anyone from going through that, rest is important, even with the gym. Like you guys probably see, I train my arse off. I've always been like that. But today, a whole day rest, no gym today. I've done the Fearless event. I need to rest. My body is tired. Maybe another rest day tomorrow and then back into it. So you need what I'm trying to say is a lot of guys are under the illusion, they're scared, if I rest, I'm going to lose all my social confidence, or my social skills are going to deteriorate, or my attractiveness, or if I take a break from my business, but finances, that's just fear tricking you. Because if you're really working hard and doing things properly and not cutting corners and being accountable and giving everything you've got, having a rest ain't going to make you go backwards. The rest is going to make you go forward further. Because now you're recovered, you're strong, you can go back in and you can put that work back in again and keep facing the fear. So fear, just on a practical and psychological level, facing anxiety is very exhausting. Now, obviously, there are periods where it's more lighter, it's more enjoyable. Like for me today, I'm having one of those really good days where I did the Fearless event and it felt very nice, very loving and light for me personally. But it's not always like that. The Fearless event I done last month, I had to work with a lot more anxiety and adrenaline in my body. I loved it. I always love them. But I felt more drained. Coming back now, I feel, because I've rested well. So this is a skill in itself. A lot of guys, they don't value this skill. They dismiss it. But when it bites you in the arse later on, and I don't want anyone to go through what I went through, but I'm saying I'm not saying you might not actually go through like a mental breakdown what I went through, but you'll have some kind of meltdown. You'll get sick, you'll get fatigued, you won't be able to perform, and you won't feel good. You probably get headaches, and then you'll feel grumpy, moody, all that. It's all a result of being burnt out. So every client I work with on any program, I always check in and make sure that they're all right, like their mental health is okay, and if they need a rest, I'll give them a rest. Tell them to cut back a little bit from the amount of action and socializing. So it's a balance in everything in life, right? But I just found this to be a new skill that is invaluable. And like I said, like all my teachings and life lessons that I share and I learn, they're always transferable skills. So I'm not just talking, I mean, mainly today I'm talking about resting in regards to when you're getting over your social anxiety and you're building your confidence and you're going out to events and you're meeting people, you're dating, you're socializing. You need to rest from that. But in general, if you're an entrepreneur and you're in sales or business or YouTube, you need a rest. YouTube's exhausting as well. Ask any YouTuber or anyone who's got a channel that's been doing it for a long time. I mean, I can actually tell you that I love it. It's my passion, one of my passions. But there's times where it's exhausting. Like I'll do 5 videos in one day and I've already been out in gym. And after the videos, I feel drained. I feel sick. I've got to lay down sometimes because it takes a lot of energy from you. But if I rest right and eat right, I don't feel drained. I feel energized. So if you work hard, take action, rest properly, you will feel energized, as opposed to what happens to a lot of people where they say, I don't know what happened to me. I was doing really well. I was building momentum. I was working on my fears, my accountability. I was really progressing in my life. My business was going better, or my dating life is going better, or I was more social, more relaxed around people. Now I'm anxious. I'm depressed. I'm demotivated. I'm not feeling good. A lot of times that's burning out. Not scheduling, not prioritizing your time and being a bit intelligent. So let's call it intelligent action taking. But of course, we have the extreme where people are lazy, and that wouldn't apply to them because they're not taking any action. So if you don't take action and you just make excuses, which is down to you, then you're not going to have to worry about burning out for the most part. So it's important, when you put these things into the only way you're really going to value this, you're not just going to value this by hearing me say how much it's been great for me and my clients. You've got to experience it, like all my teachings. So give it a shot, and I do it. And any intelligent trainer or mentor will make their clients or their students rest when a rest is important. The best boxing trainers in the world will say, I've heard Teddy Atlas say that he said to fighters, go home. 2 days, no training, go and have fun, go and relax. That's that's wisdom. That's someone who knows what they're doing. Versus someone who's a bit clumsy, who might rationalize it and say, oh no, rest is for weaklings and you've got to keep going. And nah, you're gonna have a shorter run then. You're gonna get injured, you're gonna burn out, and then you're gonna be out for a long time. So do not underestimate the power of working your ass off, facing your fears, taking action, being social, accountable, training, working on your mental health. But do not neglect rest. And rest can mean, it can be different. It can actually be sleeping a bit longer. I do that sometimes. I'll have a power nap. My rest is sauna, steam room, a nice slow swim. And a lot of rest for me is time on my own, having a break from people. And I'm pretty sure it's probably the same for most of you. Most of my clients are like that, friends. They like people, but they need their space. So you get your space, you recuperate, you recover, and then you get in and you can go at it again and do even better, all right? Let me know in the box below if this really resonated and this helped you, or you've just recently figured this out, or maybe you didn't think this. Listen, and you can leave your opinion. If you disagree with me, that's fine. We don't have to agree on everything. I'm still not going to agree with you because I know for a fact rest is life-changing. Rest makes you able to work harder and go longer and achieve more in your life, all right? Fearless.